Hello folks, a while back I made a video on the website encyclopediadramatica.com, and it was a very controversial video, and I will be giving a link to that video in the description of this video. After that video, a lot of Encyclopedia Dramatica apologists and fanboys came at me with these fucking insanely stupid arguments, and I'm going to completely destroy those arguments one by one, piece by piece, and cut through them like a hot knife through butter in this video. A lot of these Encyclopedia Dramatica fanboys strike me as having the classic bully type personality. It's okay for them, or for Encyclopedia Dramatica, to insult people and to criticize people, but when somebody comes back on Encyclopedia Dramatica and insults them and criticizes them, they throw this fucking huge bitch fit. So many of these fanboys were so butthurt after my video. I mean, these motherfuckers were acting like a goddamn 13-year-old girl on her period on the day that she was dumped by her boyfriend, and also on the same day that she got molested by her dad. I mean, it was fucking pathetic. Okay, here we go. Here are the most common complaints to my video from the ED fanboys. They went something like, "It's just a satire site, and you didn't realize that, so you took them seriously. And because it's a satire site, nothing they say is racist, sexist, or hypocritical, and they can lie all they want." Here are the problems with these arguments. First, I knew damn well for months before making the video that the site was a satire site, and I did not feel that they were a serious site. That's why I said in the video, and by the way, these are exact quotes from me in my video, quote, "I view Encyclopedia Dramatica kind of akin to clowns, albeit racist clowns, in that they're not funny, and I don't take them seriously whatsoever." And quote, "I don't know about you, but that's not funny to me," said about the site's pathetic attempt at satire, which was a picture of a pile of dead Jews in a Nazi concentration camp. And here's another quote from me. "You guys are completely unfunny too. If you guys went up on stage at amateur hour at a low-end comedy club and tried the same kind of bullshit that you write on your motherfucking website, you would get booed off stage immediately." And another quote from me. "It's not funny at all." These quotes clearly show I knew they were a satire site and that I did not take them seriously. Next, as far as the "they can't be racist or sexist because it's satire" argument goes, that one's more than pretty flimsy. If they are just about satire, then why do they often post people's address and or phone number? Why do they encourage e-bullying and harassment? Why do they gloat over stuff like innocent people's computers getting hacked or their lives being disrupted by harassment? Why do they so strongly encourage things like racism and homophobia? How exactly is this stuff satire? In the end, the "it's all just satire" argument is destroyed by what's actually on the site, and the "it's all satire" line is their get-out-of-jail-free card excuse for their vile, unfunny, immoral shit. Also, the comedian who played Kramer on Seinfeld got blasted for doing racist jokes not nearly as bad as the stuff that's written on ED during a stand-up comedy act. He didn't get away with it without being criticized. Why should ED? I mean, it was just a comedy act after all, right? That guy should have been criticized, just as ED should be. And now to the "they can lie all they want as it's just satire" argument. The simple fact is that there are a surprisingly high amount of people that are actually stupid and gullible enough to believe all the lies and inaccuracies and take a lot of what ED says as gospel fact despite no evidence to support it. Also, many claim that ED attacks everyone equally and hence can't be racist or sexist. For those of you claiming ED treats all people equally, I can disprove that by pointing to their articles on Trevor Eager and Mike Skehan, which were total puff pieces more or less. Also, they will hurl racial epithets at minority vloggers, but I've never seen them do that to white vloggers. They most certainly do not treat all equally. And for those of you saying ED is not a hate site, it's just comedy. Personally, I don't find openly racist people encouraging the stalking and harassment of innocent e-celebrities to be funny, but then again, I don't have any psychological disorders that have been identified. Now, on to the people claiming ED is not at all about revealing people's address, phone number, or name. That is ridiculously easy to disprove. They've posted many people's address, phone number, and name, and they left that info up for long periods. In fact, they mistakenly thought they had gotten my address, phone number, and name, and they posted that info on the site and left it up for days. By the way, they love to use the terms gay and fag as an insult. But after all, what is gayer than a guy trying to find another guy's address and phone number? Did these guys want to fucking date me or something? Anyway, after my video on ED, some people associated with ED, and many folks who were simply fans of ED, tried really hard to find my address, phone number, and name, but they failed, much to their disappointment. They also tried to attack a video sharing site I was an admin on called YourVision, but their attack was truly pathetic and the site was fine. And they also tried another method of fucking with me. They got my main YouTube channel suspended by abusing the flagging for inappropriate content button. However, this failed too. I got my channel back within 48 hours of the suspension, despite their best efforts to unfairly ban me. Perhaps they just simply couldn't handle my valid criticisms and took a cowardly way out by banning my video and channel? And that in and of itself would be a crushing intellectual checkmate win for me. They can dish it out, but they can't take it like most bullies. The things I just described alone really shows what kind of people many folks associated with ED are. Many are pieces of trash as human beings, and have no semblance of morals, it seems. However, to be fair, many people who are associated with ED, or are just simply fans of ED, are more or less perfectly decent people. Even though I disagree with them, I will give some of them that. In fact, even after I've been so highly critical of the site, I still have at least several friends who are openly big fans of ED. Gasp! Fucking amazing, huh? Bet you didn't expect that. In the end, it seems that ED has been destroyed from about every angle possible by many people. The moral of this story here, as I see it, ED is a combination of an unfunny, racist, sexist, hypocritical site that writes many things that are untrue, is a pathetically poorly executed and poorly written weak attempt at satire, at times. Often it's not satire, and is a steaming cesspool of internet harassment and hatred that is unwarranted in almost every single instance. I'd say intellectual checkmate at this point, but ED had already lost the match. So I'm going to have to say intellectual checkmate to the ED fanboys and apologists who tried to come at me with all their fallacious arguments. It was real fun destroying those fallacious arguments in this video. And that's about all I have to say for the moment, folks. Perhaps I shall see you later. Bye-bye.